I'm Tony Waterman. Coming up on the breakdown this week, an aging population and fewer births. It's a double whammy for the economy. We'll take a look at where it leaves healthcare, pensions, and innovation. Preying on the elderly, a look at financial abuse in Bermuda. And the future of tourism is here, a look at what's in store for the next 6 years. That's Thursday at 8 p.m. on ZBM TV 9.
You're watching Bermuda Tonight. It's Tuesday, October 23rd, 2018. I'm Diane Brewer, and thank you for joining us. More reports of visitors unable to get taxis when they need them, this time in Dockyard over the weekend, prompting questions on whether it is time for Bermuda to introduce Uber-style ride services. Trot reports residents have also complained about a lack of available taxis, and now the government is weighing in.
Have you ever been out somewhere and needed a taxi only not to be able to find one on the street and not be able to have one dispatched to you because none are working nearby? Well, residents and visitors are increasingly complaining of such experiences, whether it be late at night in Hamilton or during the daytime in other locations. Bermuda Broadcasting News received complaints of cruise ship visitors in Dockyard unable to find transportation on Sunday, neither from taxis nor minibuses. All of this follows the suggestion by businessman Peter Everson, who sits on the Bermuda Tourism Authority Board of Directors, to take to the media recently and call for an Uber or Lyft-style ride-sharing service to be introduced. Uber and Lyft allow any citizen with a car and valid license to register with their services and use a mobile app to give people rides for a fee.
$7 in tips, so I didn't do that many drives.
Services are hugely popular overseas. Mr. Everson charged that the island's imperiled taxi service is costing Bermuda money. He was quoted as saying if it wasn't for minibuses, the island would be dead in the water. According to surveys, a majority of American visitors expect a service similar to Uber and Lyft when they arrive here.
Mr. Trott, I just want to make this very clear.
But having an Uber or Lyft-style ride service here would require government approval and a change in legislation. And those thinking such services could soon be allowed in may want to listen to the response given by Walter Raban, the Deputy Premier and Minister for Transport, who did not mince his words when asked by Bermuda Broadcasting News if government would consider making way for such a service.
There is no plans or proposal on my desk for any Uber type of service in Bermuda.
But would government be willing to go there?
No.
Why?
Because that is not necessary for us to provide the transport that's needed in Bermuda. Our taxi, combined with other locally generated services, will provide the service that we need. There are obviously issues with the taxi service at the moment, but we're confident that those issues can be worked through. As we present our green paper on transport, which will look at transport in a wider sense, we believe that we'll be on a path to advancing transport in a better way for everyone. It will not include Uber or Lyft or any of the other services that people know about.
The Uber ride service is headquartered in San Francisco with operations in 785 metropolitan areas worldwide. Tarai Trott reporting for Bermuda Broadcasting News.
And attempts to reach the president of the Taxi Owners Association for comment were not successful as of news time. Meantime, the OBA MP Leah Scott tonight attempting to set the record straight over the intent of her recent statement on the island's imperiled bus service. Ms. Scott, who is also deputy leader of the OBA, watched our newscast last night and heard the minister's response over the state of public transportation. However, she felt it necessary to issue a further statement to Bermuda Broadcasting News after she said the minister misinterpreted her remarks and claimed she was critical of Department of Transportation workers.
Well, Tarai, I am disappointed in the minister's rebuttal. Because the fact of the matter is that the bus problem has been going on for some time. It goes back at least to February 2011 when there were about 35 to 45 buses off the road on a daily basis. And over the years, it's just gotten worse. It was an issue that the OVA tried to address, and we had our challenges. And, you know, it's obvious that the PLP government is having its challenges. But the fact of the matter is that the minister has acknowledged that there is a problem, whether it was resolved under the OVA or the former PLP government. There is a problem, and we need to address it. So playing the blame game doesn't help somebody standing at a bus stop waiting for a bus that doesn't show up.
The minister believes you were critical of DPT workers. He described your statement as, quote, shameful. Do you have any regrets over your words?
Well, I think the minister is being disingenuous, Tarai, and I actually went back over my statement just to ensure. This is not about the workers. This is about the state of the buses, and there is not anything that I have said in my statement that is disparaging to the workers. And in fact, for the past 2 weeks, I've had to catch the bus from Somerset to town and have been very satisfied with the service, with the state of the buses, and with the bus drivers. They've always been pleasant. So I've never said anything about the workers. And I understand that the challenges are for the workers to be able to have buses that are working, but I did not make any remark against the workers. So I'm disappointed that the minister would make that statement.
In other news, a 43-year-old man remains in critical condition at the hospital after being stabbed multiple times in the early hours of this morning. Police say the man was traveling from his job in Dockyard on a motorcycle when he was accosted by two males on a motorcycle as he was riding home. On arrival, he was stabbed by the two men on Harbor Road near Valley Road in Paget around 3 a.m. Police are appealing for witnesses, specifically anyone who may have seen two men on a motorcycle with the lights off traveling east between 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. following a male on a motorcycle, or anyone who may have information to contact Sergeant Jason Smith of the Serious Crime Unit at 295-0011 or 7170864, or of course the confidential Crime Stoppers hotline at 800-8477. We'll have more for you after this short break, including all the latest weather news. Stay with us.
What do you really want, Bermuda, when you're shopping online and getting your online orders from there to here? You want fast service, you want ultra-friendly staff, and you want the lowest possible price. With over 16,000 members using Mailboxes Unlimited U.S. Express service, we are the least expensive on the island by far, 80% cheaper than the courier. We'll get your packages from there to here fast. That was easy.
Sign up for a U.S. Express account today.
That was easy.
You can count on us.
Save $1.10 on Purdue fresh chicken leg quarters, only $1.79 per pound. Pretty Lady red, white, and black seedless crepes, just $3.99 per pound. Charmin Essentials ultra soft or strong toilet tissue, just $2.99 for a 4-roll pack. Dettol surface and power kitchen cleaner, only $3.99 for a 750 milliliter bottle. Save 90 cents on Bounty Select-A-Size white paper towel, only $2.09 for 1 roll. Visit our website at www.marketplace.pm for more weekly specials.
Hello, I'm Dr. Leonard Gibbons, the Health Ministries Director for Bermuda Conference of Seventh-day Adventists. We're hosting a free medical and lifestyle clinic for our community, especially those of you who haven't had a health evaluation in a long time. It would take place on Sunday, October the 28th from 12 to 5 p.m. at the Hamilton Youth Center on King Street, Hamilton. Our health partners for this free event include Premier Health and Wellness Center, Atlantic Vision Care, In Touch Therapy, Hope Health Care, Arches Dental, Nordstrom Medical and Aesthetics, staff from Bermuda Hospitals Board, the Department of Health, and Bermuda Wellness and Outreach Center. In addition to seeing 6 different health professionals, including a medical doctor, you complete a personal healthy lifestyle profile and taste delicious healthy foods. To pre-register, call 292-4110.
Welcome back. Well, fear of reprisal from gang members and their affiliates is preventing individuals from providing information which could assist police investigations into the recent spate of shootings and other gang-related crime, despite the anonymity provided through the Crime Stoppers hotline and website. Acting Inspector Shakisha Miners of the Bermuda Police Service Community Action Team, though, moving to assure that any information given is treated with the strictest of confidence. She urges putting an end to this violence must involve the entire community and not only those charged with making Bermuda safer.
I'm part of the community action team. We are sensitive to the trauma that neighborhoods and communities are going through in respect of the firearm incidents that are occurring in Bermuda at this time. And the community action team, we are a source for the community to speak to and be heard. We go into the communities and we try to give public reassurances, listen to the concerns of that community, and any information that can assist with any ongoing investigation, we forwarded it on to the investigating officers to help resolve some of these outstanding firearm incidents. I can definitely understand why some persons would feel scared or worried, intimidated even, but they need not worry. I mean, at the end of the day, we want to, as a community, come together and resolve some of these ongoing matters. And only through partnership with the community members will we be able to solve. It's the people that are going with, in relationships with their parents of, the friends of these persons that feel that they can inflict this trauma in Bermuda, that need to come forward and share that information so that we can be a peaceful Bermuda.
A group of entrepreneurs are launching a new virtual business operated solely online. All products sold on their virtual platform are locally sourced with minimal environmental impact. There's a CEO, a communications and marketing department. All of that sounds pretty standard, right? Except the staff haven't even graduated high school yet. Jasmine Patterson spoke with the Berkeley Institute virtual business class.
Hello, my name is Joy Radenai.
Their goal, to be the top company in the Virtual Enterprise International Portal.
Everyone had to pitch their ideas of what they think the company should be for this year, and we all came to the idea that we want to keep the Bermuda theme. So that being said, we compiled all of our ideas together and we came up with Lost in the Triangle, which is a Bermuda merchandise company that offers an assortment of different items for sale on the Virtual Enterprise International Portal.
Anyone around the world will be able to purchase those goods for sale, making deposits into their virtual bank account. The class of S2 to S4 students is in the process of developing their website due to launch very soon.
We create the platform as a normal company. We just don't have physical things to touch. So we have to describe, say what we make it from. We have to follow all the protocol as a regular business. We just never put our hands on the product.
The company has made sure all their products are Bermuda themed, locally crafted and packaged in environmentally friendly materials. These include lotions, oils, perfumes, denim jackets, resort wear, and more. We learned the quality of the product is just as important as the quality of the team, according to the Chief Analytics Officer.
This just means monitoring the staff, making sure they're getting their tasks completed, and just making sure the overall business is running smoothly.
And how do you find the staff?
The staff are amazing. They all get their work done to a T, and it's just nice to work with people who are as dedicated as I am.
Each member of staff are paid a virtual salary for their role and are learning the ins and outs of operating a business.
In the business industry, you have to have good communication to be able to talk to your employees, talk to your co-workers. I feel that communication is one of the top skills that you're going to need.
The students are aiming to unveil their company at 2 competitions, including the Global Trade Show in New York in 2019, where they will be up against 5,000 students from 9 different countries.
We're reaching out to various companies and anybody potentially watching this that is in a position to donate to us. They can donate, and our link to our fundraising is ptix.com/lit. So, yeah, we just try get this business where it needs to be.
While these teens are not yet at university, they are confident the exercise is preparing them for the future in technology.
I feel like, the world is growing, and eventually we're not even going to deal with money. It's going to be all currency, in my opinion. So I think it's preparing us for the future in a way.
To find out more, email litbermuda@gmail.com or find them across all social media platforms at LITT Bermuda. Jasmine Patterson reporting for Bermuda Broadcasting News.
Thanks, Jasmine. Well, turning to weather news, the cooler temperatures, clouds, and brief showers continue. Let's go to AccuWeather headquarters to see if any improvements are coming our way or if this weather pattern will continue.
AccuWeather is presented by BF&M Insurance Group. We now go to AccuWeather headquarters.
We're glad that you are joining us here tonight on ZBM. This is your AccuWeather forecast brought to us by our friends at the BF&M Insurance Group. We're keeping an eye on a disorganized area of low pressure to the east-southeast of Bermuda. There's a small chance it might actually become organized, but it's not really much of a threat to us. We also have plenty of moisture way out in western Mexico. You might notice a little bit of extra cloud cover, and that is a pretty fierce hurricane named Willa. And Willa is going to send some moisture into the southeastern United States, and even some of that will impact us near the end of our 5-day forecast in Bermuda. But the visible satellite loop shows that despite some weak high pressure to the north, we do have kind of a murky setup with some occasional sprinkles, some clouds out there, and that area of high pressure is sufficiently weak. So we're not really finding any great weather out there, just the occasional cloud and sprinkle action that is moving through the area. So we're at 71. We're a little cooler out there. Temperatures are comfortable. We are down a bit from yesterday. Humidity 70 to 75%. Wind is fairly active from the northeast at 10 to 15 knots. The water temperature is holding at around 79. And again, on the inside of the reef, we do have 1 to 2 foot waves. But on the outside, there are 3 to 7 footers out there. So things are still a little bit agitated for our boating friends. And a small craft warning does continue through the evening. So a couple of sprinkles will linger tonight. We will see temperatures hold nearly steady around 71 or so. And there it is, small craft warning through this evening. And when it comes to the tides, the tide is coming in, a high tide at 8:43 tonight. It'll go back out late tonight at 2:45 a.m. Another high tide at 9:09 Wednesday morning, and then it goes back out once again in the middle of the afternoon tomorrow. So again, keep in mind, challenging boating weather out there this evening with a small craft warning in place. Tomorrow, still intervals of sun and clouds and the occasional shower in the area. Highs will be around 77, a little warmer than we are right now. Here's Futurecast, and again, there is a somewhat active weather pattern across the western and central Atlantic with this weak, disorganized area of low pressure to the east. High pressure is very weak nearby, and this next front moving off of North America is pretty strong. And you can see the winds will change direction as that front pushes in. It takes a bite out of the high pressure system, and we will continue to see the chance for a few sprinkles associated with that even tomorrow afternoon. Down into the Caribbean, we have Jamaica at 88 degrees, partly sunny. Nice weather there. Scattered showers are in the forecast for Barbados and also into Trinidad. And again, no real major tropical threats, but we are keeping an eye on this weak disturbance well to our east-southeast. And when we look at eastern North America, we are much cooler. It'll feel more like November in Toronto, New York, Boston, Atlanta 72. Miami still around 86. Showers there, though, with a front knocking on the door of South Florida. And in London, typical fall weather, 61 degrees there. 5-day forecast features some spotty showers here and there Wednesday. We'll get a little break Thursday into Friday, mid-70s then. And then more moisture will roll in from the west associated with current Pacific Hurricane Willa. That will cross the southeastern part of the United States, and some of that moisture tied to a front by then will send some rain into our area Saturday and Sunday. Back to you.
AccuWeather was presented by BF&M Insurance Group.
It's hurricane season. Here are some tips from BF&M. Before a storm, make sure you have a family plan. Stock up on food and water and protect your home. Board up and make sure your insurance policies are up to date. After a storm, check everyone's safety, especially seniors. Inspect your property and secure from further damage. Then note the damages, list, and take photos. Remember, you can always count on BF&M 24/7 during hurricane season and all year round.
From the very beginning, it was always our singular focus to do whatever it takes, use every possible resource to fight cancer, and never lose sight of the patients we're fighting for. Our cancer treatment specialists share the same vision. Experts from all over the world working closely together to deliver truly personalized cancer care. And these are the specialists we're proud to call our own. Expert medicine works here. Learn more at cancercenter.com. Appointments available now.
Bassett Custom Designs by you at Furniture Walk. So, how do you like it? Choose your arm style, then select your pieces. Special order exactly what you want. Your style, your way. Sofa, love seat, chair, sectional, you name it. Bassett, your style, your way at Furniture Walk.
Meet Bermuda pharmacists Ashley and Sean. They have completed a 5-year degree course and postgraduate training and are experts in medicines. Ashley, Sean, and their colleagues are here for you at your local pharmacy. To receive their advice, you don't need an appointment and you won't be kept waiting. For a skin rash to upset stomach, your pharmacist can help and may be able to provide medicines for minor illnesses without you having to see your doctor. And you will find a pharmacy open evenings, weekends, and holidays too. So next time, ask your pharmacist. This message is from the Bermuda Pharmaceutical Association.
Bermudian teen pageant queen Zai Burgess has placed in the top 15 in the Miss Junior Teen Great Britain ceremony. 15-year-old Zai, or Miss Teen Leicester, was taking part in the grand finale of Little Miss and Miss Junior Teen Great Britain 2018, which was held over the weekend in Blackpool. Miss Burgess telling Bermuda Broadcasting News it was her main goal to make it to the top 15, and the overall experience was really positive. The model said she decided to enter after winning Miss Teen Leicester earlier this year, and thought she'd try competing in the pageant for the first time. A special mention was given to Zai, who helped along with others to raise over £1,000 for Together for Short Lives, a charity that supports children and families with life-threatening or terminal illnesses. Still to come, Roll Basin will have all the latest sports news in just a few minutes. We'll be right back.
You can count on us.
Organic Gala, Fuji, Granny Smith apples, and Bartlett Pierce, only 99 cents each. Certified Angus beef top round steak, regular, thin, London, just $7.99 per pound. Select varieties of Arm & Hammer 2X laundry detergent, only $9.99 for a 75-ounce bottle. Select varieties of Ocean Spray cranberry juice, $5.65 for a 64-ounce bottle. Hot price on Friendly's ice cream, only $4.65 for a 48-ounce tub. Visit our website at www.marketplace.pm for more weekly specials.
All my life is changing every day, in every possible way. And then I open up and see the person falling here is me. 'Cause you're a dream to me.
Made with care, handled with care, delivered with care. That's what dreams are made of.
New Toyota Rush, Bermuda's biggest SUV with 7 seats. There's always plenty of room. Available at Bermuda Motors.
Philadelphia International Medicine provides international patients with access to a unique network of world-renowned doctors and surgeons that provide personalized medical and surgical care, connecting you to the U.S.'s leading healthcare specialists who are ranked among the best in the world. Healing is possible when you're confident in your healthcare team. To find out more, contact us at physicians@philadelphiamedicine.com or call 1-215-563-4733.
I'm Tony Waterman. Coming up on the breakdown this week, an aging population and fewer births. It's a double whammy for the economy. We'll take a look at where it leaves healthcare, pensions, and innovation. Preying on the elderly, a look at financial abuse in Bermuda. And the future of tourism is here. A look at what's in store for the next 6 years. That's Thursday at 8 p.m. on ZBM TV 9.
Now Earl Basin has all the latest in tonight's sports report.
The 2018 Actuals World Championships began in Australia with only one race sailed on the opening day. The Bermuda team of Tim and Campbell Patton as well as Raquel Evans finished 83rd in the day's race. Daniel Phillips continued playing in the Grade 1 Tennis Europe Yellow Bowl Tennis Championships in Spain. Playing in the round of 16 main draw, Phillips went down in straight sets 6-3, 6-2 to Giles Bally from Belgium, who was the 8th seed. It was a year ago that president of CP Athletic Development Academy, Coach Peter Ricard, was appointed to the advisory board of the Northeast Futsal Association. But a year on, there's a new development, Ricard explains.
Relocated over to the UK for my son's education. But with my background in football, futsal, I wanted to get involved. So I did a bit of research, applied to Peterborough United, who are a Division 1 club. Got in for an interview, went and did a coach's assessment, and now they've offered me a position working in their academy.
Now that's a big step going from what you've been used to doing here, because it's a bit of more of a commitment, because they look at it as one of the first steps to a professional career. Do you feel any added pressure, but kind of a I know what I'm doing sense?
Humbly, I would say I know what I'm doing. I spent maybe 10 years educating myself and getting the experience in the game. But when I came back, one of my players asked me, what's the difference between the professional level and what we're doing here? And it is, as you mentioned, the commitment, but it's also the intensity that they train at. I asked the boys to come in, we're ready to go, and everybody sprinted towards me. Whereas here, 6 a.m. Tuesday morning, we had a session. Come on, boys, let's go. And everybody was kind of walking. And so it's the intensity, but it's also that you actually have that next step. You enter an academy, you have that step. Professionalism is your next step. Here, maybe you get on to your A team of your local club. Then what's next? Your national academy, maybe.
The International Triathlon Union Secretary General Antonio Armani was recently in Argentina for the Youth Olympic Games and broke down how Bermuda won the bid to host the 2021 ITU World Championships.
Okay, we have a bidding process, and there were 2 candidates, and then at the end the board decided to award the grand final in 2021 to Bermuda. We had the experience of being there this year for the first time, so we think the venue, the bike course is amazing. The location is great for triathlon, and this is something that we are looking forward to host everyone and to host the world there, and everyone will be coming. We cannot wait to be there in 2021.
Projected numbers are always thrown around when it comes to overseas events on the island, and this one, like many others, has high expectations of participants.
Well, we think that normally we can achieve between 3,000 and 4,500. So that will be the age group where the company gets over 8,000 people will be visiting Bermuda during those days. So, and with a very nice environment that is dominated by sport and friendship, and we are sure everyone will have a great experience there.
Ozanawi Bowen scored the game-winning goal in the 105th minute to give Thomas College men's soccer team a 2-1 North Atlantic Conference win over Sunny Canton at Smiths Field. Thomas College men's soccer features 7 Bermuda players on their roster that include Mikael Walker, Justin Bow, Jazade Samuels, Jaquilo Burgess, Bowen, Javed Warren Smith, and Darren Woolridge. The Bermuda Threes World Team Championships got underway at the Mid-Ocean Golf Club yesterday. The Pro Tour division sees Peter Gustafsson lead as the only professional to shoot under par with a 1-under-70. Carrie Sosa and Bermuda's Daniel Augustus are tied second after both shot 1 over par 72s. A determined effort from Brindley Toms and the entire Bedwars rugby team earned a deserved bonus point in a win at Pandy Park in a high-scoring 44-34 win over Cross Keys. Bermuda Bicycle Association's final road race of 2018 was held at Southside with a criterium hosted by Team Tokyo. Kwame Curlin won the adult A division race when he and his VT Construction Madison teammate Dominic Mayo broke away from the pack and gradually increased their lead. Curling was clocked at 35.06.3, while Mayo was clocked at 36.07.6. Darren Glassford finished third in a sprint finish with a time of 36.56.6. Rosanna Hoy would win the women's division race when she recorded a time of 32.46.4. Louise Wells was second in 32.47.8, and Maddie Durkin was third in 32.49.7. Race day 3 of the 2018-19 Harness Pony Racing season saw action return to the National Equestrian Center on Visa Street. In the 103 and 4 and faster time bar class, It's All About Me with Christian Chewin in the bike clocked a winning time of 104 and 1. Dorico Clark in the bike of Cherokee's Ironman finished second at the time of 104 and 2, and Simsfield Hard Times with Philip Correa in the bike was third in 105 and 2. During the 104 to 105 and 1 time bar class, saw Google Me with Candice Martins in the bike clock a winning time of 104 and 1. Special Girl and Kaiwan Waldron finished second in 105 and 1. Action resumed in the Bermuda Flag Football League winter season with yet another triple header at the T.N. Tatum Middle School field. In the opener, the Axe Patriots went down 51-7 to the Killer Squad. The Bermuda Misfits went down 38-6 to the Punishers, and the Black Sharks defeated Nothing But D 37-13. I'm Earl Baisden with Bermuda Broadcasting Sports.
Thanks, Earl. Well, that's our newscast on this Tuesday night. I'm Diane Brewer. Thanks for joining us. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. Good night.